Hello and welcome. Hi. So that's it, after 2 years, even more than 2 years, I will stop driving Balkans, including Greece, including Turkey, and I will tell you why exactly, and what I have learned, because I have learned a lot during those 2 years, let's say, But just for the record, I was in many Balkan countries before, Before I was going there with truck, I was there with car, with motorcycle, many times. I was even living in Turkey, for 2 years. So it was not the first time experience for me, It was just first time with truck, So, would I do it again? Obviously, yes, obviously. I had a blast, Shitty roads, corruption, bribes, prostitution, days waiting at the border, Heaven, it's just heaven. Seriously. But okay, let's be a bit more serious, If you want to drive Balkans, and Turkey with truck, just don't, okay? just don't do it to yourself, Just don't do it. Okay, listen. I can tell you just my experience, right? Which means experience from perspective of a Polish driver, Because I'm from Poland and I was driving from Poland to Turkey, or Greece for Polish companies. So that's all I can tell you, In different countries it might be differently, Maybe salary is different, maybe working system is different, and so on. And destinations, and everything. So I'm telling you just from my perspective, That's all I can tell you. So basically, let's start from the money, Let's start from the money. Yes, maybe some of you are watching just for the money, So the money. If you are driving from Poland, with normal trailer, for example, to Istanbul, to take a load, and you are going back to Poland with this load, then the minimum what you're supposed to get, it is 8,000 Polish zloty after tax. I will just put somewhere here how many euro and how many US dollars it is, And it is per month, okay? It is per month. And during 1 month, you are going to do, you are going to do 2 trips, Which means you will go from Poland to Istanbul, then from Istanbul to Poland, you will have few days off, and then again you will go from Poland to Istanbul, from Istanbul to Poland. And that's 1 month, And that's 8,000 Polish zloty minimum, okay? It is the minimum. If you are getting less than that, they are just scamming you, okay? They are just scamming you. In front of your face, But obviously, in different countries, it can be differently, right? I'm just telling you about Poland, And obviously, if you have more than one unloading, during this working month, you will get more money, If you are going beyond Istanbul, further away into Turkey, you will get more money, So it all depends. It all depends from the company, right? Some companies are even paying you for days that you are waiting to cross the border, So it all depends from the company, right? There are companies that are not paying if you are waiting, for example, 2 days, 4 days to cross the border. And there are companies that are paying you if you are waiting those days to cross the border, So there are even companies that are paying you per every single day on the road if you are driving Balkans and Turkey and Greece, But there are not so many of those companies, okay? Not so many. So most of them, they are just paying you per trip, So you will start from Poland, You will go to Turkey, you will come back, and for example, this trip will take you 10 days, yeah? And you are getting paid for this trip that took you 10 days. But if the same trip will take you 15 days, you are getting paid the same amount of money, yeah? Like, for example, you are waiting 5 days at the border, yeah? And company is not paying for that. Then you are getting paid just the basic, yeah? Simple. Obviously, if you are driving with Frigo, sometimes you are driving much further away, yeah, which means more money. But roughly speaking, if you are driving Turkey and Greece and Balkans, yeah, from Poland, it is very hard to have more than 10,000 Polish zloty per month after tax, you know? It is very hard to have more. Like, usually you will get between 9 and 9,500 of Polish zloty, you know? Something like that. It is just hard to get more, you know? But obviously with Frigo you can usually have this, you know, around 10,000, yeah, even a bit more. It all depends, you know, with what you are driving, what kind of trailer, yeah, and so on. But, you know, that's the answer for the money, yeah. But obviously, with that kind of working system, yeah, let's talk about working system, yeah, shall we? Working system. I don't know any company from Poland that is driving with different working system than I have right now, okay? It's like, it seems like all of them have the same working system, which means you are doing your trip, yeah, you are going, for example, to Turkey, you are coming back, and you have like, I don't know, 4 days off, 2 days off, 5 days off, you know, up to a week, you know, off, if you are lucky. And then you are going again. And again you have a few days off, and again and again and again. So that's how it is, yeah. There is no like large amount of days off, yeah. It's just a couple of them, like 3, 4, 5, yeah. Up to 7 maximum, right? But usually it's around 4 days, yeah, after trip. And you are on the road like 10 days, 12 days, even 2 weeks. It depends, yeah, it depends. So as you can see, there are no working systems as you have in Western Europe, yeah. For example, you are driving 2 weeks, yeah, and then you have 1 week off, or maybe 2 weeks off, or you are driving 4 weeks and you have 2 weeks off or 1 week off, yeah. There are many different working systems, yeah, in Western Europe and Scandinavia, but unfortunately not when you are driving to Turkey. But okay, let it be, let it be. So yeah, we have money, we have working system, so you don't have a lot of days off, yeah, but you are a lot of days on the road. Welcome, yeah. What else? Roads. Let's talk about roads, yeah, shall we? Roads in Bulgaria, the worst roads in Europe, okay? You will curse this country every single day. I'm sick of it, you know. If you listen, I'm not going to talk about Bulgaria, okay? If you want to see how it is, just watch my every single video from Bulgaria, okay? And you will see how it is, okay? Like, there is everything. There is like shitty roads, you know, shitty highways, shitty parking places, prostitution, corruption, you know, everything. There is everything, okay? But yeah, you need to be ready that roads are just rough, you know, like even in Romania, Hungary, Slovakia, you know, Serbia sometimes, Macedonia sometimes, Turkey, it depends, yeah. But roads are really rough, okay? So you need to remember that one. What else? A lot of mountains, yeah. Be ready to cross a lot of mountains, you know, be ready to have a lot of country mountain roads, you know, very dangerous. Not so many highways, not always. Yeah, usually all the roads are paid, you know, so you will have to buy vignette or stuff like that, or your company will buy it for you, yeah. Oh my god, that's a cyclist. Oh my god. That's a woman. She's crazy. She's crazy. Okay. So it is not so easy, you know, and you need to be ready to wait many days to cross the borders, you know, because it is outside of Schengen, you know, except Romania and Bulgaria, but, you know, the rest of it is just outside of Schengen. And Greece, yeah, Greece. The Greek people don't crucify me, you know, like, I didn't forget about you. Yeah, roads in Greece, highways are okay, country roads, sometimes okay, but Google Maps is just so savage in Greece, you know, just don't use it. And yes, I'm using always Google Maps, but, you know, I'm a professional, so I can just, you know, live with that kind of navigation, yeah. What else? Yeah, what else? Food is great, you know, Balkan food is great in every country. It's cheap and great. Women are beautiful. Don't be distracted, you know. There are plenty of ladies next to the road waiting for you to offer services, you know, different services. Obviously, everything is paid, right? What I can say, I'm a man of God, you know, I was never using that kind of services. I can cut this corner, oh yeah, just like that. Yeah. I'm going to miss Turkey, yeah, especially Turkey and Greece, you know, and yeah, not Bulgaria, no. Another cyclist, like, what the hell? What is wrong with you people? That's country road, very narrow, you know, and transit road, like the only transit road to Poland from here. Like, holy shit. And that's a truck. But we can make it, we can make it. Yeah, and that's how it is on my videos, you know. Usually I have you, you know, here and I'm showing you what is happening, but today I'm speaking to you, right? We are talking today. We have a conversation, yeah? Oh my God. Okay, so I don't know what kind of question you might have about Balkans, yeah? If you have any kind of question, just ask in comment section below, yeah, and I will just tell you, because to be honest, I have showed you pretty much everything on my movies, you know. Yeah, plenty of movies, you know, from Balkans. Like, there is everything, yeah. And obviously you need to be ready for corruption, yeah. Corruption is very big topic, you know, sometimes sensitive topic in few countries there, yeah. You need to be ready to bribe a police officer, to bribe a border officer, to bribe a customs officer, to bribe tacho control officer, yeah, if necessary. Like, they might just ask you, you know, like, give me money for cafe, you know, for coffee, for cafe. Usually you are giving like 1 or 2 euro, you know, for cafe, yeah. That's the standard rate. If you fucked up something, you know, then you can give 5, yeah. If you don't want to have X-ray at the border, yeah, when you are leaving Turkey or entering Turkey or whatever, like any border, yeah, you don't want to have Röntgen, you know, X-ray. You are paying usually 5 or 10 euro, you know. Sometimes they will tell you that you have X-ray or you give me 10 euro, yeah. So it is kind of like that. That's the standard rate, yeah. That's a tight corner, just give me a second. About police, I don't know exactly about police because I just had no opportunity to bribe a police officer in Balkan, you know, countries, just in Turkey. And in Turkey it was 400 or 500 Turkish lira, you know, as a bribe. You know, so he's not going to, you know, search for like anything, yeah. Like, you are giving this money and okay, you can go, yeah. That's how it works. Twice I had that kind of situation. What else? Tacho control officers, yeah, tacho control officers. If you have some small, you know, violations with your tacho, yeah, in Romania you will pay usually 50 euro, you know, for something small. In Serbia 20, 30 euro, you know. In Bulgaria, something around 20 euro, yeah. In Turkey, I have no idea. I never had a tacho control in Turkey, so I don't know. But yeah, you need to be ready for that, yeah. Oh yeah, like you will know how to bribe people, you know. If you will drive even 1 year in Balkans, you will know how to bribe people, yeah. Seriously, you will know. Yeah, and that's very useful knowledge. Anyway, yeah, if you have any other questions, you know, just ask me. I will just tell you how it is, you know. And yeah, why I'm leaving Balkans, you know, why this is ending. There are many reasons, okay? There are many reasons. Long time ago, I gave you a word, yeah? To you, yes, to people of YouTube, I gave you a word that I will drive with Frigo and we will go to Antalya, to Mersin and so on, yeah? And I kept my word, okay? Like, I was there, yeah? Mersin, Antalya and so on, I showed you everything. And to be honest, that was the main goal for me, yeah? To drive there with truck a few times, yeah? Because to be honest, it is not so possible from Poland to drive like further away into Turkey, yeah? But yeah, there are a few companies that are driving even, you know, beyond Turkey, you know, but listen, I like to have days off, okay? I like to have a life. A private life. I like it, okay? I like it. And I'm not able to have it while driving Turkey, you know, or Greece, or like any other countries beyond Turkey, you know. I'm not able to have my private life because like that's how it works, yeah, like nothing what I can do about it. And what I mean by having private life, I mean that I just want a lot of days off, okay? Like a lot of days off, you know. I want to have a nice, stable working system, yeah. Because driving Turkey, you know, or Balkans, it is not stable, yeah. Because sometimes you are waiting 1 day at the border, sometimes you are waiting 5 days, yeah. So you never know exactly when you will be at home, yeah. Like even right now, I have no idea when I will be at home, you know? Even though I have just 18 kilometers to Poland, I have no idea when I will be at home because still the load that I have, it must go to Polish customs, you know, and so on. It's a lot of paperwork. Yeah, be ready for a lot of paperwork, yeah? So that's one of the reasons why I'm leaving, yeah? Because I want to have a stable working system. And yeah, I just have enough, okay? I just have enough of this corruption. I have enough of the situations when someone is constantly asking you for money, especially in Bulgaria, you know, for a cafe, you know, for coffee. Like, I have enough of it, okay? Like, come on. You have a job, you know, you have a salary. I'm sick of the roads, you know. I'm just mentally, I'm just sick of the roads, yeah. And yeah, those are like the main reasons why, yeah. I just want to have more days off, better roads, yeah, less corruption. I already know what kind of job I will take. I mean, what kind of company, yeah, because I will still drive trucks, yeah. But I will tell you about this in different video, you know. Like, this is just about Balkans, yeah, just about Balkans. But there are many advantages of driving, you know, Turkey, Greece and Balkans, yeah. You have great food, you have very nice people, yeah. You have parking places, plenty of parking places, you know. You don't need to worry about parking places, yeah. You can even park, like, in Turkey you can park anywhere, yeah. If you can fit there with truck, you can park there, yeah. I love it, I just love it. Roughly speaking, those are kind of good countries, you know, to drive with trucks. If we speak about parking places, yeah, showers and so on, restaurants, you know, those are very good countries, yeah. Seriously, food is great. You can easily find a shower a parking place, you know, a toilet. Obviously, the quality, okay, of the shower and toilet, you know, the standard, it is not going to be like in Germany, okay? It is not going to be like in Germany, okay? Forget about it. Sometimes you will have a shower or a toilet that looks like you wouldn't let your dog inside, okay, to shit and to wash himself, but you have to go there and shit and wash yourself, okay? So standard is just different, okay? But it depends from a country. It is not a place for a woman, okay? If you are a woman and you want to drive Balkan and Turkey, it is not a place for you, okay? Because roughly speaking, plenty of parking places, they just don't have separate toilets and showers for women, you know, so you're gonna suffer, okay? You're just gonna suffer, that's it. And everyone will look at you, you know, because like I'm driving 2 years and 5 months, you know, something like that, and I have never seen a woman driver, you know, like entering Turkey, leaving Turkey, yeah, never. I mean as a driver, yeah, because as a passenger, yeah, obviously, but as a driver, yeah. So yeah, it's a rough place to be, okay, for a woman. Let's be honest. So yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to tell you, you know, because everything you have on those videos, you know, like plenty of videos, yeah, plenty of playlists. Like each playlist is basically one trip, yeah, to Turkey or to Greece or to Northern Macedonia, yeah. So plenty of content, plenty of information, you know, information. Knowledge is power. That's a nice Slovakian lady. If we speak again about ladies, a lot of ladies you are going to see in Bulgaria, yeah, next to the road. Whenever you are going to cross from Romania to Bulgaria, yeah, Calafat and Ruse, you will see a lot of them. In Romania, I have seen Romanian ladies, I think twice, okay, in one place, on the road to Calafat, yeah. I don't know a lot about it, yeah, but yeah. Yes, Balkan drivers, crazy people, you know, crazy people. Balkan drivers are just suicidal, okay? They just want to die on the road, yeah? Like on the spot, you know, like that's it, you know, especially BMW drivers, yeah? So if you are there, you have to constantly look into one mirror and the second mirror because you have no idea in what kind of places they are able to overtake you, yeah? I was shocked. I was just shocked. But yeah. And you know, you will see plenty of accidents, yeah, as well. I have seen plenty of accidents. Oh my God. Like trucks basically burned, you know, and like in ditch, you know, like everywhere, yeah. Not always I was able to record, you know, because sometimes it was just a moment, you know, when I have seen this truck, you know, like on the side of the road. But yeah, be ready for it, yeah. And you know, driving Balkans, it is not so bad, yeah. Obviously, you are not going to get the same money whenever you will drive Western Europe or Scandinavia, yeah. You will get just a bit less of those money, but life will be a bit better, yeah. Unless you will wait at the border 5 days or 4 days. Oh my God. Yeah, 35 degrees, you know, full sun, and you are just sweating in your truck, you know, waiting to cross the border. Holy shit. And then you are crossing the border, yeah, like for example from Turkey to Bulgaria. If you are lucky, you will cross approximately 6 hours, you know, or 8 hours, yeah, of crossing, you know, from checkpoint to checkpoint. Can you imagine? I cannot. And they will ask you for money, yeah, and so on. Crazy, just crazy. Oh my god, I have still 12 kilometers to Poland. Like, come on. This road is not ending, yeah. We are in Slovakia, by the way. I think that's it, you know. I think that's all. But I don't know. I will think about it, you know. Because I will stop before Poland, you know, to basically take camera, you know, here so I can record, you know, vlogs, you know, as always. But it's raining a bit. Shit. It's crazy, you know, it's crazy. It was more than 2 years. It was good 2 years, you know. I don't regret driving Balkans, yeah. It will make you a man, yeah. Whenever you will drive there for 2 years, it will make you a man, yeah. You will be manly, you know. You will have to bribe someone, you know. You will have to, like, you will be basically on your own, yeah. Because, like, if something will happen with your truck, like in Serbia, in Turkey, Macedonia, and so on, like, you are kind of fucked, yeah, because you have to deal with it. It's like, there is no possibility, you know, to, like, call someone from Poland, yeah, so he will come there, you know, because it will take days for him to go there. Yeah, like, you need to be kind of mechanic, you know, and so on. Fortunately for me, I have to brake. Ay, this road here is bad. Fortunately for me, I was a motorcycle mechanic, you know, for more than 2 years, so I know the basic, okay? I know how to use tools, okay? So at least you need to know how to use tools, yeah? But I had crazy situations, you know, like I had to change tires, you know, like bearing was on fire, you know, once in Romania. It's crazy shit, you know. Oh. But yeah, it is not like in Western Europe that you are calling for a service, yeah, like, no. No. It is not like that. And you will meet plenty of interesting people, you know, drivers from, wow. Drivers from different countries, you know, outside of Europe. I love those people, you know, like Kazakhstan, yeah, Tajikistan, and yeah, like Azerbaijan, Georgia, you know, plenty of drivers. Iran, you know, plenty of trucks from Iran. Very nice people. Much better people than German drivers. Yeah, and there are no rules on the road, yeah. But I told you already that people can overtake you like anywhere, yeah. There are just no rules. Speed limit is just advice for you, yeah, that, yeah, you might drive with this speed limit, but you don't have to. Everyone will let you know whenever police is somewhere, you know, with a speed camera. They will just flash high beams for you. It's perfect, you know, it's perfect. But, you know, even if you will make some kind of violation, you can bribe them, yeah. In most of cases. Just perfect, yeah, perfect. Ah, what a time to be alive, right? Holy shit. Holy shit, this road. Oh my god. This water is still from Turkey, you know, they have great water. Great water. Much better than what we have in Poland, yeah. Seriously. Like the taste of it? Perfect, you know, just perfect. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and you need to remember that usually parking places are paid, yeah. Sometimes even parking places on petrol stations are paid in a few countries, you know. But if you are going to park, for example, on a private parking place, yeah, with a toilet, shower, and so on, it is usually paid, yeah. Like the minimum, it is €5, okay? The minimum is €5. Maximum, probably around €10, yeah. But obviously, you have this one parking, this Bulgarian parking whenever you want to enter the Turkey, and you have to pay for it 25 euro, yeah? But your company is paying for it, so don't worry about it. And you will need to have a lot of cash, yeah? Especially euro, yeah? You will need to have euro coins, and you know, and remember to always have 5 euro bills or 10 euro bills and 20, yeah? Because sometimes it is not possible to for those people, you know, to give you a change from, for example, 50 euro or 100, yeah? And sometimes you need to bribe them, yeah? So it's like 5 euro, yeah? Like, just take 5 euro and fuck off, yeah? That's how it works. Okay, that's it. If you have questions, ask below.